but all I know is that it's morning time where I'm at, and I'm saying good morning to everyone joining here and on TikTok. Good morning. We are live on YouTube and on the TikTok. People on TikTok, you guys get to see like the bottom half of my face today, which is great. So yeah, there's that. What's up, Michael? I see you, man. Hello, hello. And we got Tanachi Naburu. What's up, man? Hello. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I'm gonna be live on. I'm live on YouTube right now, and I'm just waiting on all my other friends from TikTok to join in, and then I'll start letting some folks in and having a conversation. So if you haven't seen Star Wars: The Bad Batch, the most recent episode, that's what we're going to be talking about today. It's going to be pretty fun. So definitely come and join in on the fun. If you want to, if you can pop open another browser for those who are on TikTok, feel free. That way you can kind of see everyone else that's from TikTok and kind of hear the entire conversation in its entirety. You're more than welcome to join us. So yeah, we will be. Yeah, I'm waiting on everyone else to pop in, and then we'll get it started, man. Yeah, I posted like a maniac this morning. I mean, I post like crazy every day, but it was really fun. Like, I think I posted like 13 videos or something like that today. So let me know which ones you guys. What was your favorite? What was your favorite video that I posted on TikTok this morning? Let me know in the comments below, and let me know if you guys have seen Star Wars: The Bad Batch, the most recent episode. That's what we're going to be talking about today. So, spoilers, spoiler warning. Just FYI, that's what we're going to be talking about. It is going to be fun. Yeah, I think that's pretty much. I mean, our whole gist on Fridays is really just Star Wars Disney Plus, literally. So when September comes around, I'm going to be talking about Star Wars Visions. December comes around, I'm going to be talking about the Book of Boba Fett. So you name it, and it really just depends on when those episodes come out. But ultimately, the group of friends that I have from TikTok, we're always going to be getting together and talking about all of the Disney Plus stuff, which is really fun. So yeah, hello, Finichi. Good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. You said, where's everybody on YouTube? I know, man. I'm like, where is everyone? I think it's earlier than what I typically do for the lives, so I think it's just taking a little while for people to kind of bump in. So again, if you guys are on YouTube, feel free to join. You can open up another browser, pop in. All my other buddies from TikTok, they should be popping in here soon. I feel like either Aaron or Xanatos will get here first. It'll be one of them that will like pop up. Usually they'll always like pop in. It's between because Xanatos is usually like sometimes here before I am. I'll pop in and he's like already there. So I bet one first. So Chris, Star Wars lawyer, we're gonna have a good time, man. What's up? Yeah, I think I did like a new thing with some of my video responses today, which I really enjoyed, where I'm kind of like playing into, the being on the bounty list. So people who ask about it and want to be on the bounty list, I kind of get to play more into that, which has been really fun. So check those out. Let me know what you guys thought. Anakin Skywalker, #1 says, hello there, General Kenobi. Thanks for tuning in, man. Thanks for being here. Rhiannon Wilson 270 follow the host. Thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate the follow and support, man. Hello. This is Blizzard Zeke 613. I almost forgot you. Jeez. Well, I'm glad you didn't forget me. I'm glad I'm unforgettable. Yeah. I'm just waiting on my buddies from TikTok to join in. So they should be popping in here soon, and then we will get started with our conversation. We're talking about Star Wars: The Bad Batch, so it should be a fun conversation. Glitch Zero, what's up, man? Hello. Thanks for tuning in. I see you in the chat. He is Mando. I am Mando. This is the way. You remember me? I do remember you. I remember your name and profile picture, Glitch Zero. So welcome back to the stream, dude. Thanks for being here. The few that are here, it's so maybe it's just so early. Maybe we need to start doing 11 a.m. So I may have to start doing 11 a.m. I love the costume. Thanks. I mean, I'm not wearing it right now. But I'm glad that you approve of the cosplay. Michael says, may I come in? Yeah, I'm gonna let you in just a sec. I'm waiting on just to get confirmation when everyone kind of gets here. That way we can kind of get it rolling. I haven't watched the Bad Batch. Oh, well, that's what we're gonna be talking about today. So if you haven't seen it, spoilers. Just know that we will be talking about the episode and not holding back, because that's what we do. Just call me Glitch or Henry. I like Henry. Hi, Henry. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. I love the costume. Yeah, thank you, man. And someone else says, hi. This is IPA MRM 2011. I don't know how to pronounce the full name, but hello to you, my friend. Yeah, I like Henry. I'm just gonna call you Henry. I like that. Yeah, man. So I have a lot to. Apparently, my battery is low on my headphones. Really? How is that even possible? Like, I swear. Well, okay. To be fair, that makes sense because I don't think I charged it last night. But maybe this will work. Hold on. Let's see. Does this charge it if I have it on? Maybe not. I don't know. Hey, that works. I think that works. For the longest, this wasn't working, and now it's working. So, okay, cool. That works. Happy birthday to your daughter. Thank you, man. Yeah, we're going to be celebrating big. Going to take her to Build-A-Bear. Go and do that later today. And then what else are we doing? We're going to go to my grandma's. She's got like a cake and balloons, the whole shebang. So we're going to go over there later. So it's going to be a big day for my little Grogu. I have to print the helmet again. It was too small. Which helmet? Are you talking about, like, is it a Stormtrooper one or a Mando one? That's really cool. I like your shirt, Mando. Thank you. Yeah, I'm always wearing something Star Wars attire. So, yeah, man. Yeah, it's going to be a fun day. Cake, ice cream, and I'm going to work out to burn those calories. So, but thank you. Asajj helmet. Oh, yeah, for my own cosplay character. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. I've never seen an Asajj helmet. So I think that'll look really cool. I'm interested to see what that will look like. I think that'll be really cool though. So let's see. I like your shirt. Oh yeah. Hey, what's up, Gojan friends? I think that's how I said your name. Hopefully I didn't butcher it. Is Master Chief on your bounty list? I get asked that a lot. Master Chief and Batman. I mean, I guess so, man. At this point, they might as well be. At this point, I get asked it so much, they might as well be on my bounty list. Look it up. An Asajj helmet? All right, I'm going to have to look that up. It's in the Clone Wars series. Oh, okay. Yeah, let me look it up really quick. Asajj helmet. I want to see what it looks like. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. I see. It almost resembles... like a Jedi guard. If you've seen like the Jedi guards helmets, it kind of has that tone to me. Maybe I just don't remember her wearing this. I got to rewatch some old Clone Wars, man. When she is a bounty hunter. Yeah. I remember that. And that's when Obi-Wan was undercover and he went as like a bounty hunter and like changed his whole face, cut his hair, and Anakin thought he was dead. It was crazy. Yeah, I remember that. That was great. I really love that. I feel like we should get like a mini series for that. That would have been sick. Do you have other Star Wars costumes or helmets? Yeah, I do actually. I have one other Mandalorian helmet that is not of Din Djarin, but it's one that I play in a film. and the character's name is Teal Vizsla, which is really cool. So I've got that and a bunch of Power Ranger helmets. So yeah, what's my favorite movie in the franchise? Probably Revenge of the Sith, man. It's one of those that are just near and dear to my childhood, man. I love Revenge of the Sith. All right, Michael, let me go ahead and let you in because I see some other folks who are popping in, man. Hopefully I did the right thing. So you are free to join. Let me ask my buddy if he's ready. Okay. I was just typing him. I just wanted to make sure. All right, boom. We got Star Wars Lawyer. What's good, man?
What's up, man? I just got a package and I think you'll like it.
Oh, let's go.
Still opening it.
Good to see you, man. It's been a while.
Yeah, good to see you too. Oh yeah. Let me get them out of its box.
What's up, Michael?
How's it going?
Good, dude. See, you shaved.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what's up, guys? Again, live on YouTube and on TikTok. Again, for a while I decided not to, and that's gorgeous.
Nice. That's
It's so shiny. I want to taste it. Like, wow, that looks amazing. Where did you get that?
Amazon.
Oh, you lucky dog. Wow, that looks so good, dude.
I saw it and I was like, I have to have it.
Yeah, that's a must-have. That is an easy steal, man. Dang. Yeah, I'm gonna be messaging out over the course of this weekend because I don't do any streams over the weekend. So, 501st Legion says, "What's up? What's up, man? Thanks for tuning in." I'm gonna be messaging everyone that I hit up about taking over my TikTok because we're getting closer to that time. So I'll be sending out like full details of all that jazz, which should be really, really fun. But again, I guess I can give a quick update before we get into the conversation. Again, little life update. Me and my family, we are moving to our house. We're very excited. That's happening this month. But in the midst of that, I won't be posting content as much come like August 18th, maybe for like about a week at least, just so I can have enough time to set things up and get moved and settled. So with that, I have friends from TikTok that are going to take over my page, such as, Star Wars Lawyer, Darth Chaco, and a few other friends who will be helping me out. So just an FYI, if I'm not posting as much here, sorry, I showed my face just a little bit. If I'm not posting, that's the reason why, but you will still have content that's on the page. And I will be doing live streams. So I still will be doing live streams, but just not like posting as ridiculously, so give myself a little bit of a break. Do you like how I responded to every single one of your TikToks? Yeah, man, that's great. Keep it up, man. Keep it up. That's good stuff. I love that. So I think, fellas, what we'll do is go ahead and get started. Xanatos, I'm sure he'll be popping in here soon. Same as Aaron. I know she said 10 should work for her. And Nico, he's probably just dealing with his refrigerators. He's surrounded by like 10 refrigerators, and I'm sure he'll pop up whenever he's good and ready. So let's get into it, man. So I took down notes because I wanted to be strategic with what I wanted to talk about today with this episode. Bad Batch episode 15, War Mantle. So number one, I'll just share a couple things that I noticed, and then kind of get you guys' ear on certain things, and we'll go through different lists of questions. So number one, we briefly and again, spoilers, guys. If you haven't seen the episode, just why I'm going to be talking about spoilers the whole time. So we get to see Rex very temporarily in this episode, and really that's because we get this distress call from Gregor, one of the clones, and I'm pretty sure I'm not making this up, but that is the other clone that was in Rebels, right? Where they were older. Yeah. And
he entered Rebels.
Yeah, I love how the mannerisms are the same too with him. You know what I mean? Like he's kind of like you can tell there's a couple of screws loose, but altogether he still has a good heart, kind of a guy. And I was like, oh yeah, it's the same character, same dude. This is just different time zone. So that was cool to see him. And come on, guys, this is Dave Filoni. You know, this is his Rebels is his baby. Same as Clone Wars. So you're gonna get little references to certain things. So I thought that was cool. And we called. I mean, honestly, it was a thing that we've called, a thing that we have known from the beginning of the show that we were going to, that, you know, eventually we were going to see, and that's the TK Troopers. So we finally got to see that, and I was like, yo, oh, that's big. And it really got me thinking about the title, you know, War Mantle. And, yeah, and we're gonna get into more of that, but number one, I just thought that was cool to see them. And then another quick little note that I would like to add, I really think that they should make a Gunky and Omega toy pack. I'm just like, why the hell not, man? Why? I feel like now they should. Just imagine walking into Target and just buying those packs. You know what I mean? I feel like
I could see that.
We need that.
Star Wars is for the toys.
Yeah, and you know, surprisingly, man, they are slacking terribly. Like we have, and this is something I kind of wanted to talk about with you guys too before we get into the questions. But Star Wars ultimately is probably one of the largest fan bases in the world, you know, in terms of a brand. But this is what I don't understand is like you have this new animated show, and like besides Funko Pops, zero merchandise to show for it. You know what I mean? At least that I know of, going into stores, going into Target, Walmart, like there's nothing for it. And I find it, to me, I find that a little bit strange, not necessarily alarming, but I've always thought it was kind of strange. Like, man, why is there no merchandise for the show, for these characters? But then, you know, you look at the show and it's like, you can see moments where it could be tailored towards kids, but almost not really because of the tone that it has. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? This is like, if you've been a Star Wars fan and you've been following Clone Wars, then it's like, it's for the returning kind of folks, it almost feels like. Whereas the merchandise, it doesn't seem like they're really worried about, which is kind of weird, in my opinion. So, I don't know, man. I digress. But I want some damn toys. That's all I'm saying, guys.
It makes me wonder because, you know, after the Rise of Skywalker, like if you look at a couple things, you know,
yeah,
like Rey's lightsaber. Also, you know, speaking of Rey's lightsaber.
Yeah. Ooh! Oh my gosh! Yes.
But yeah, so it makes me think: how much of a plan did they have for marketing things like that? Because they just released it. What was it, like in April or May? Yeah. But it doesn't even activate like the Switch like this one does. It operates with a button like other lightsabers do. And I'm like, you made the thing. How did you misunderstand the assignment?
Right. Yeah. The functionality of it all. Like, what the heck?
Right. And then I get with Mando, like not having Grogu on like day one because you wanted it to be a surprise.
Right.
But week one, it should have been like, as soon as it happened, like all the design should have been out there and mass production should have just rolled.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it seems like they haven't really been marketing as much of toys of the new stuff as they have older stuff.
Yeah, I get that. And it's strange. I'm like, we should definitely, I mean, Bad Batch especially, I'm like, man, we should have had something, you know, even if it doesn't have to be the Black Series line. It could be like, you know, your, you know, typical, you know, what are they, like most figurines, like $10 a pop. You know, you've seen plenty of those. So I do think it's a bit weird. But
I fully agree with you because it's like you already know I'm a stalker at Walmart, so I get to see a lot of the product that comes in.
Yeah,
I have seen nothing for Bad Batch.
By the way, I have to say, every time you say that, I find it really funny because you say you're a stalker at Walmart. So are you like the peeping Tom at Walmart, or are you like you're stalking, like you're stalking at Walmart?
Like I get the product and I throw it onto the shelf.
I know. I gotta mess with you, man. I gotta tease you. But yeah, it is strange. I've been thinking that since like the beginning of the show. Like, all right, you know, most animated shows there's going to be merchandise. We really haven't seen much unless you're a Funko Pop collector. That's about it. You know, so yeah.
And even the Funko Pops have had a limited production because they like sell out instantly.
Yeah. Now my question to that is like, is there going to be a reveal of something that they're like, hey, we just got to wait because we want for this thing to be revealed, or is it just like their marketing sucks? To me, I think their marketing just sucks right now. I don't know.
Which is weird because it's Disney.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Who's also like, Scarlett Johansson just filed a lawsuit against Disney?
Yep.
Yeah, because of the Disney Plus deal and the fact that she's not getting the money from Disney, from the Disney Plus subscription. She's only getting money from theaters, which is a lot less than what she could be getting.
Yeah.
Read your contract. Get you every time.
Read that contract. You know, it's just I'm so glad that I haven't made it up that far, because I would probably be in a similar predicament. Only because I know this. When I go to IKEA, I for damn sure do not read instructions. I'm just like, instructions, smuctions. Who needs it? You know, I can put the thing together, give me a picture, and I'm good to go. Star Wars lawyers, right? Read instructions, man. Or
that's what the lawyers are for.
Right, man. Yeah.
But yeah, for me though, like going off of on the toy line deal, with the Funko Pops and everything else for Bad Batch, I think that they're trying to hold it back for a little bit, because I feel like I'm pretty sure, from their perspective, Grogu and ones like them are still selling more in the Mandalorian hype. So they're trying to ride that train a little bit longer. Yeah. But I feel like, if anything, there's nothing wrong with putting more stuff like that out. Like the other day, I was talking about party supplies, like themed plates, napkins, party toys, and stuff like that for Grogu and Mandalorian stuff. So that's fine. But
there's still other stuff.
Exactly. There's stuff coming out that we need. I say need.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, but you're right. We need the Bad Batch stuff, man. Absolutely.
It needs to come out, because otherwise you're going to overshadow it. Yeah. And then it's a missed opportunity. And since the show's almost over, it's going to be a major missed opportunity if they don't act on it soon. Kind of like what Chris was just saying about the Funko Pops. There needs to be some level of growth in this, because they've only released a certain amount, and if they don't continue to make them, or at least give some form of variance, like if they made a Sid Pop, for example, a Sid, or a different form of Crosshair, like if they gave Crosshair in both regular and Imperial, just stuff like that, it would make a lot more sense to push it out, because we've already seen it, it's been around. Go ahead and put it out there. And will there be more characters coming out? Maybe. We might even get a cool underground Captain Rex. Yeah. That to me, I would get that.
A Lego set for the Bad Batch will be dope too. I think it would be great. And someone says, "Is this my real voice?" Yes, this is my real voice. I'm sorry that it sounds like a teenage child. But do you know Imagine Dragon? Yes, I've heard of them. Who is your favorite Star Wars character? Din Djarin and Luke. Definitely, for sure. Yeah, man. I don't know where it's early. I think it's just a little bit early. So I'll be going live again later. But yeah, tell everybody to get in here, man. Absolutely. So let's get into some questions for the topic today. So, Chris, I'm going to start you off with this one.
All right.
And I was flipping out. Haven't played the game yet. Haven't read the book yet. But I have them both. Republic Commandos. You know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Take it away.
So yeah, I was surprised to see him. I mean, I know Disney made it canon. Yeah. But I was just like, oh, we're just gonna straight up go there. Okay. Right. So for those that don't know, so the Republic Commandos was a video game back in 2005. Yeah. And for those that are were around then, so it was on Xbox 360 and everything like that. And so when Disney bought it, they brought Republic Commandos back. Because they re-released the game for PlayStation 4 and things like that. And we lost a sequel, but they did tie-in books. Yeah. So the Commandos are, these highly trained. Also, they're in Battlefront 2. They're these highly trained soldiers. As we see here, they're supposed to be replacing the clone army, which is what Lama Stu was afraid of. Yeah, that's his name. Which I really can't wait to get into that discussion. But it's the fact that we have Commandos now and we got that TK number. I'm like, we're getting there. I definitely see a season 2 coming, or like a season 2 spinoff type show. This ain't over.
Yeah. And we're gonna talk about that. As far as you, Michael, what do you think about the Republic Commandos?
Okay, for me, see, like I actually even have that video game. I have it, and I even have the first book. I love the Commandos, and for me, I just want to say this real quick. I called it with Gregor. I've been trying to talk to you about that all week about Gregor. I've been calling that because I had a feeling that Gregor was going to come in because since they already referenced Rex earlier in the show, I felt like Gregor was going to come in, and if Gregor was going to come in, then the Commandos were going to come in.
Yeah. Yep.
I just want to know how Gregor got there. That's what I want to know. But But with the Commandos, I really like the way they're going about this because Chris, like you are spot on describing that.
Yeah,
they are the highest of the elite of the clone troopers. They are 100% the alphas, and for me, I wish we could have seen more of them. Yeah. For me, like even whenever I saw the Bad Batch, it was kind of whenever we first saw them in season 7, that was kind of like a way of saying this is not Clone Commandos, but here's a pretty close second. Yeah, like, that's the way on how I took it, and seeing them how they are and how they're actually training the whole new fleet of stormtroopers. To me, I like that idea, but at the same time, it makes you wonder how well did they really train them?
Yeah, but even Gregor, he kind of mentioned that too. And again, my folks on TikTok, I'm live on YouTube. Again, I know I said before, I was like I kind of wanted to keep them separate, but I've seen how some other folks kind of did it. I took your advice, Chris, where I have the background thing where it's like, hey, I'm live on YouTube. So that does work. So FYI, live on YouTube. You guys are more than welcome to join us there as well. I wanted to answer this question. Do you think all the Bad Batch will die or just one? I don't really know. I think right now it's too early to tell, only because, I personally feel like, it's just, I don't think there's any way that they can wrap up everything with only 2 episodes left. It just would feel so rushed to me. So I don't know. In the end of it all, one has to question, where are these guys in the continuity of the story down the road? When you think like that, then it's like, when you look at their characters, it's possible that they may get wiped out because this is almost like a Suicide Squad of the Star Wars universe, So I don't really know. What do you guys think? Do you think they'll all die, or will Omega be the last one standing?
This episode gave me a little bit more of a worry about Echo, because one common trope in TV shows is that when they start to care about more of a side character, they start giving them a little bit more agency, they're going to die. And so we saw like a lot of
last week.
So a lot of people have been saying like they need to do Echo more. They've been doing him dirty, like give him more lines, let him do something other than just being a grump in the corner. And we saw that today. Yeah. And also I just love that he still showed loyalty to Rex after, all this time. Like that just made my heart happy.
Yeah. And because I think that gets into one of my other questions. I'll get into the next question before that. But, Michael, I know you're itching to talk a little bit about that because I know Echo's boy.
Because, see, even though Echo's my favorite clone.
Thanks for the Rosens, Diamond. Sorry, go ahead.
I always had the feeling that he was going to die in this. Yeah. And I've been the primary advocate saying that he needed more. He's been needing more time on the screen.
And now you're getting it.
Yes. And whenever the second we saw Rex on the holo monitor, I knew that this was going to be an episode for Echo. And the second they brought in Gregor, and Echo was even more passionate about going in there to save Gregor. For me, I had 2 thoughts going in my mind. He's either going to he is going to align himself with Gregor and try to get Rex and all of them. Yeah. And he's going to end up sacrificing himself to save Hunter in the end. Yep. Because I personally think that Wolf is in there with them. I think he's in there with Crosshair and all the rest of them. Because remember, when we saw Wolf, whenever Wolf, he was still a bit tense about the Jedi. So I think his inhibitor chip was removed a little bit late. But what I'm getting at is that I think that Echo is going to end up sacrificing himself for the greater good in order to help Rex get Wolf and Gregor out of there, and hopefully even Hunter out.
Yeah,
and that's only if they plan on making a second season.
Yeah. Now, with that kind of ties into my next question for both of you guys. So, in observing this episode, and again, TikTok people, we're talking about the Bad Batch. So if you haven't seen it, just spoilers. I should have like a big red sign that says spoiler warning. But anyway, the question is, they risk their lives for a clone they barely know, and then they leave Hunter behind. And I didn't have a major problem with it, but I kind of did, because it was like the whole lesson from the beginning was like, oh, they learned like, well, we should go help this clone. Like, they need our help. They sent out this distress call, and Echo was like, hey, you guys did this for me, so we should go do this for them. And then they leave their boy behind. Like, yo, let's. But I know it was like a command from Hunter. Like, I get that. And I get that they were in a situation where, like, they were outnumbered. Like, I know that those factors key into that, but at the same time, they already were going into the situation kind of blind. You know what I mean? Knowing that they were at like, oh shit, this is an Imperial, military base. We don't know what we're walking into. So either way, it was like they knew that they were going to be in some type of trouble. I just thought that was just kind of like, wait, what? Really? Y'all helping somebody you don't know, but then you're going to leave your boy? I don't know. That was the one issue I had with the episode, because I feel like really the lesson in the beginning was like, yo, with Echo particularly, where he was like, hey, you guys did this for me. If there's a chance that this other clone is there and needs our help, and that he's being held against his will, we should do something. And then they just leave their boy. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
I think the lesson there is for Omega, because last week, the lesson that she taught the Bad Batch was that everyone is worth it, no matter who they are. If they have a chance, they're worth saving. Yep. And so that ties in with the clone. But also what Omega had to learn is sometimes you're going to have to do something you don't want to do, so you can do something you have to do later on. So they had to leave Hunter behind now, so that they could live to fight another day and then get him back. Because if they all died, then they can't rescue him.
Yeah, I guess you have a point there. I'm just like, man, how y'all gonna leave my boy?
Oh no, I got you.
Come on, man.
Same.
But your point is
bring them back to Camino. All roads lead back to Camino.
Yes. Oh, and we're going to talk about that too. Don't let me forget that. I think I wrote it down, but either way, keep that in the back of your mind. Malgus, what you thinking, man?
Is it just me, or if anybody else was behind that steering wheel, they would have went back if it wasn't for Tech?
Probably.
I think Echo would have stuck to the orders.
Because I feel like Echo is one of those where it could have gone either way. But I feel like Gregor would have went back. Omega definitely would have went back, and Wrecker would have definitely went back.
I don't know about Wrecker. I feel like he would, he'd be iffy about it.
The reason why I say Wrecker would definitely do it is because he is ready for a fight all the time, and I feel like that he would be willing to try and sacrifice it to save his leader.
Yeah.
But I firmly believe that Tech 100% all day long would always stick with the order. And Echo, I feel like in that specific scenario, I feel like he would honestly consider going back. I feel like that would be one of those things where it could go either way, but I could see him going back more than leaving. Tech is the only one I could see just saying, sorry, Omega, let's go.
Yeah. Now, with that leads into the next thing. The way this episode ended. And again, TikTok people, if you haven't seen it, I don't know what y'all doing. Go watch The Bad Batch. It's freaking amazing. So, this leads to my next question. I feel like, and it would be sad, but I'm like, I don't see how this dude is going to get out of it. You know what I mean? Because he's, Hunter has never crossed me as the guy as like, you ever seen the show Lupin or read like the books of Lupin? He's never crossed me as like that kind of guy where like it doesn't matter what happens, he's going to get out of it. You know what I mean? I feel like this situation, I don't see that for him. I almost wonder, is he going to get crosshaired? Y'all know what I mean by that, right? Do y'all think Hunter is going to get crosshaired? Where, like, when the next time they see Hunter, it's not going to be the same dude that they're used to as being their leader. And
I don't forget his inhibitor chip is already gone.
Yes.
Oh,
but
yeah.
The clones are bred with an inherent ability to follow orders. So if they're able to mess with Hunter's brain to sort of like enhance that part, because you know he's defective. And Rampart did say, like, a scientist I have use for, a politician I do not.
Yeah.
So if they bring him back and they are able to mess with his brain, it goes back to my earlier prediction that you're going to have Hunter versus the Bad Batch. And it's going to break everyone's heart. And Omega is going to have to, like, bring him back. Like, it's just going to be like he's coming at her with the knife. He's like, but Hunter, you're my brother.
No!
but I can see that. I can see that. And I can also see the scientist, since she is also against the Empire in some degree, actually using the technology in order to try and free Wolf, potentially. That could be how he gets his inhibitor chip removed, while Hunter and Wolf go out and try and try and get to the Bad Batch, or try to take out Crosshair and his Legion, or try to even save Crosshair.
And again,
you brought Wolf.
I can see that. I can see going either way.
You said something earlier and it made me think, because it was like, because Wolf is so on edge, I feel like when his inhibitor chip does get removed, the procedure gets botched, and that's why he's so on edge.
Yeah, I agree. I 100% agree. I want Wolf to come in, because he has to come in.
Yeah.
There is no way to get around this.
What you guys are saying, man, I 100% agree with. Again, TikTok people, someone said, I think he's in a call. Who is he talking to? I'm live on YouTube. I put it here. I'm live on YouTube, live on TikTok. We're talking about Star Wars, The Bad Batch, me and friends from TikTok. So definitely come over and join us if you can open up another browser. But, both of you guys, I agree. I feel like the way it could end, and not end, because I'm going to talk, I am like 95% sure there's going to be a season 2. But we're going to talk about that in a minute. But I feel like the way this season will end is, I feel like something will happen to Hunter, but I think eventually he's going to like have like this mental fight with himself. Almost, we've kind of seen that already with, Record. Mm-hmm. So where he had that moment where his chip was kind of getting wonky every time he would hit his damn head. But I think it's even more impactful with Hunter, particularly because it's so interesting. Yeah, he doesn't have his chip anymore, but him being a defective clone, they can still mess with his mind and warp him the way they need him to be. But I feel like there would still be some inward fight within him, like come that moment, he's trying to take everyone down and he comes face to face with Omega. I definitely can see that. So that it's just heart-wrenching, man. Going on, let's see. Other question, kind of going in more broad. And before I even get into my main questions, because I don't want to forget this, Chris, you mentioned it a couple times. You said it all leads back to Camino. Honestly, you've been saying that since the start of these streams. Like, I feel like since the first episode, Chris has been like, hey, man, I'm just telling y'all, it's going to end on Camino. So elaborate on that. I definitely could feel that. Did they kill that dude, by the way? Was that Lamasu?
Lamasu is the prime minister. I feel like if he's not dead, then he's just going to be in jail. Because, obviously Rampart knew that Nala Se was following orders.
Yeah.
And that she wasn't just doing that on her own.
Yeah.
So I think that if they haven't, I don't see another use they could have for him. So it probably would be easier to just kill him.
Yeah.
But then, so they have Nala Se. She knows about Omega, and I don't know if she's going to hold on to that card, because you never want to play all your cards when you're dealing with a fascistic entity, because then you're no longer useful. So then once I feel like Crosshair's going to take them back to Kamino so they can do the same thing to him, but then they're going to see that the chip is removed, so then they're going to try and do something else. Yeah. And so then the Bad Batch are going to find out. They're going to go back. I feel like they're going to contact Rex, Gregor, and possibly Wolf will already be on Kamino, and maybe that's how they get to him. Yeah. Because Rex was dealing with something. Yeah. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see some of the other people we've met come, like Cut, comes to help, even though I feel like Cut would stay with his family, or they would tell Cut to stay with his family. Yeah. What's his name from 2 episodes ago? The horn guy that lost his horn.
Oh, yeah.
Just a couple they just call in favors, kind of like Mando did in season 1.
Yeah.
Season 2, and then just go. And then hopefully this is where we get Rex versus Cody.
Shit, man.
Still holding out for that.
Yeah.
You actually, going off what you were just saying, like on how Captain Rex was off doing something, before I heard the name of the clone, because I went ahead and looked up which clone it was whenever they said CT-7756, I believe it was, for Gregor. Because I don't know every single clone's like individual numbers by heart.
Yeah.
Obviously 5 is easy, but that's not the point. That's not the point. That's not the point. The point is that whenever I heard that, my first thought was maybe they're gonna find Wolf, because Gregor was left on that deserted planet, basically, that desert world, and that would make sense. But the second I saw a Commando, I was like, okay, yeah, never mind. This is Gregor.
Yeah,
this is Gregor. Never mind.
I thought it was Kix, and then I was like, wait, no, he's in hibernation right now, so it can't be him.
Yeah. So for me, I'm trying to figure this out. I'm trying to figure out, how did Gregor get off that world after that explosion? Because that explosion is what caused a bit of a screw loose.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out, how was he found? Because, you know what I mean? Because my original prediction was that Rex was going to find him, and then something like this was going to happen.
Hi, guys.
Where then the Bad Batch are going to call up Rex, and Rex was going to bring the cavalry with Gregor.
Mm-hmm.
That was my original thought. So I will admit, my prediction was wrong, but it wasn't that far off.
Yeah.
What if Rex went to Ryloth to get Hauser out and those troops?
Yeah.
Because something has to happen to break Rex.
Didn't they say it was a desolate world, though? Like something like that? There's like a kind of like a world without any population.
Where
whenever Tech was like where Rex was, because didn't Tech say that he was on a world with no population?
Oh, you're talking about
Rex. He was talking about where the planet Gregor's beacon was coming from.
Okay, then I misheard that part. So I mean, that would make sense. That'd be really cool to bring Hauser in.
Right, and then not only do you just have Rex, you have Rex, Hauser, and those 8-ish clones to come in to help rescue. Because the Bad Batch are good, but you also have a battalion of clones there, a battalion of Imperials there, Crosshair, Snipe, Trigger Happy Self.
Yeah.
Is it bad that whenever, as you were describing that, the only thing I could think of was at the end of Captain America Civil War, when Captain America broke into the raft and saved everybody. It's like, well, instead of Captain America, it's Captain Rex.
Yeah, man. I definitely could see.
I could see that.
The clones. It's like the last batch of clones, including Bad Batch being in that, versus this new era. And I feel like that's where it's going to leave us off at. I don't know if we'll see the implications of that entire battle, but I think that's where it can leave us off at in terms of build up and a cliffhanger. Someone says, what are we going to expect to see in season 2, if there is one? We're going to talk about that here in just a second. And by the way, somebody asked me, what's going on with your stream on TikTok? I don't know, man. It's just a lo-fi morning. It's lo-fi. I'm going to go live again later. I feel like it's so early for my TikTok people, but what the hell? Why not? We may go back to 11 for our main Friday streams. We'll see. But anyway, the other question that I wanted to ask, the last two, would be number one. What did you guys like most about this episode, and then what did you hate about it? So things you liked, things you didn't like. Chris, we'll start with you.
So I liked, like I said earlier, Echo having his agency, being, loyal to Rex.
Yeah.
I like seeing Gregor again. He's such a fun character.
Yeah.
And Wrecker and Omega on the ship was pretty cool. Just, Gregor's just like, I'm preparing for the fight.
Yeah.
And then Omega being worried, just like holding her bunny, just walking back and forth.
Yeah.
So that was cool. And also, I do like that we leave off with Hunter being left behind, because then you're just going to have that growth and character interaction. What's up, Xanatos?
Hey!
Between all the characters on figuring out how to get them back. So I look forward to my Kaminoan Rebellion.
Yeah.
I look forward to Hunter versus the Bad Batch.
Yep. Yeah, man. I think what I liked most was, and I can already hear some Star Wars fans bitching about it. But, there's that fact of, oh man, they're always doing like, some surprise cameo like every episode. I don't really have a problem with that. I liked seeing the commandos. I thought that was really cool. I was like, wow, they're actually doing that. That's cool. And I don't know, it gives you hope for other little things that they could canonize in terms of Legends, lore and whatnot. So I'm like, man, that's really cool. And then, seeing Gregor as well, I think those were some cool moments. It's like, man, and then even what you've been saying this entire stream, like, it feels like it's all going to lead to Kamino. I definitely get those vibes and could actually see it. So, and of course, the thing I didn't like, what did I say earlier? It was kind of just leaving Hunter behind. I feel like that was just it contradicted what they were doing in the beginning. But after conversing with you guys, I'm like, okay, it makes sense, because it's like, in order to do what they really want, eventually they have to kind of do what they don't want to right now. So eventually come back and get Hunter, which makes sense. So, and Xanatos, what's up, man? Welcome. Good to see you. We've been conversing for a little bit, but Michael, why don't you go ahead and share your thoughts on, like, what did you like, what did you not like, and then I'm going to get to you, Xanatos, and get some questions out of you, man. I got to squeeze the questions and the fan juice out of you, man. I got to know. So, Michael, take it away, man. What's up?
Not gonna lie, this was one of my favorite episodes of the entire season. Not just because they finally gave Echo more time, not just because of that, but just because this was most likely one of the most growing episodes of the entire season, in my opinion.
Yeah,
a lot was accomplished in many different ways, kind of like what we've already discussed with teaching lessons, as well as showing just what could happen at the end of this.
Yeah,
and I feel like with how much growth was shown, that was by far one of the best things for me.
Yeah.
But honestly, my favorite thing of the entire episode, honestly, I would say, was the Echo growth.
Yeah.
And seeing Gregor coming into the picture. I thought that was absolutely amazing.
Agreed. What was your least favorite thing about the episode?
I really didn't hate the episode at all, but if I can only pick one thing, this is a very random little piece. Yeah. It was the fact on how that one clone commando who got shot by his squadron over and over again, on how he was so stupid to jump in the line of fire. He was a clone commando. Yeah. That was the only thing I was left scratching my head on.
Yeah.
I know it's supposed to be committed, but still.
You got to go through some rough drafts before you get to the final product.
That's true.
You get what I'm saying, though.
That is true.
If you're a commander who survived the Clone War, you would think that by this point you know
better. Yeah. No,
but instead, I'm going to jump right to the line of fire, literally where there's only one spot where it's being shot at. I'm going to jump right there and just say, right here in the chest. Come on.
Right. Do it. And he got shot multiple times too. So I get that, man.
That was the only thing that really got me, really scratching my head on confusion. But
I
said, though, overall, the episode I loved. I love how they brought in Rex, Gregor. They finally gave Echo more time and showing that lesson for Omega by leaving Hunter behind.
Agreed. And someone says, who am I talking to? Again, guys, I'm live on YouTube. So live on YouTube and on TikTok. So I've been trying to balance that a little bit better. For a while, I've been trying to keep them separate to where I could give you guys kind of more individual attention. But I've seen where it can work, where folks do go live at the same time on 2 different platforms. So I'm trying it out. We are talking about the Bad Batch. I'm talking with, friends from TikTok. They're all on, and we are chatting about the most recent episode of the Bad Batch. Let me see. I may have a couple questions in here that I missed. It's the guy from Fortnite. Hello. What's up? Yeah. You guys are more than welcome to come over. That's totally fine. German Shepherd or Husky? That has nothing to do with Star Wars. What? Anyway, Xanatos. We've been conversing for a while, man. Let's catch up with you. So the episode, I enjoyed it. I actually got up at like 5:30 in the morning just because my daughter was awake for a second. And then I was like, well, shit, I can't go back to sleep. I'm going to watch the Bad Batch. So I had an early start to the day and watched it and enjoyed it. For you, my man, what did you like? What did you not like? And what was the main thing that you took away from this episode?
I mean, a lot happened in this episode, it feels like. I liked seeing the little things, like seeing the conscription of regular people as stormtroopers start to come in, and I spotted the commandos. I'm like, hey, those are Republic commandos from Legends. That's awesome.
Yeah. I was like, oh shit, that's crazy.
I don't know about not like. I didn't like when Omega was sad. Like, she's like, you got to go back for Hunter. I was like, oh my god, I'm gutted.
Yeah, man. Oh, I know Chris was like salivating. He was like, yes, bring the pain. Yes. As he puts on his Filoni hat. Gosh.
I think the funniest part of the episode is when she looks at Gonki and goes, Gonki, we need you, yoink, and they just drag him and punch him in.
Yeah, I love that.
I mentioned earlier, I was like, we need a Gonki and Omega toy pack. Like, that's just a Target exclusive, Like, I would buy that. Absolutely. Anything else for you? Any other things that you took away from the episode?
It moved forward, which was nice. Like, now we're gonna see probably some Hunter and Crosshair. Like, maybe Crosshair helps Hunter escape, something like that.
Yeah.
Imagine a dark Batman Joker from the Dark Knight scene between Hunter and Crosshair.
Oh shit. Yeah. Where it's not as like.
But which one? Which?
Yeah, it's not physically climactic.
Yeah.
Intellectually. Yeah.
I'm not going to answer who is who, but yes.
Because I just thought about that. That go either way at all.
Yeah. Interesting. Can we just hire Chris for like the creative team, please? That would be great. Now, I want us all to chime in on this question. I wanted to pin it so I won't forget about it. What are we going to expect to see in season 2 if there is one? Now, I'll chime in on this first. I have enjoyed, and I'm going to say this again, I have enjoyed the entire ride of the story with these characters in the Bad Batch, period. I've absolutely enjoyed it. The more Star Wars content we can get, I'm like, of course, bring it on. So I've enjoyed it. And of course, with every show, every animation, you're going to have a couple of those, little filler episodes and whatnot. This episode today didn't feel like that. This definitely felt like it was planting seeds for something else. But when you're doing that in the 3rd episode away from the last 2, it doesn't make me worried, but it brings up other questions like, okay, I don't see how you're going to be able to wrap up everything with only 2 episodes left. You know what I mean? Unless they pull a thing where it's like, these next 2 episodes, they're going to be lengthy as hell. I don't necessarily see that happening. So with that, I would say, like I said before, I'm 95% sure, like, you get to that last episode and how the credits end, it's like the Bad Batch will return. I guarantee you we're probably going to see something like that. Because to me, I feel like we've had a lot of time. We've had a whole season with them, but it hasn't felt like enough time. You know what I mean? To explore other things and answer other questions. And my boy Chris, you said this from the beginning. If we get a season 2, and I agree with you 100%, we need to have a time jump. Like, I feel like that will be necessary because I feel like there's other things that they could kind of do with that. So I think there will be. I'm curious to hear from you guys. Michael, what do you think, man? We getting a season 2?
I'm really not sure. I could see this all ending on Camino on the next 2 episodes. I could see it all ending. And with Dave Filoni being behind this, I could see it ending in a very smooth way.
Yeah.
And honestly, if we do get a season 2, I feel like it wouldn't really feel like the Bad Batch anymore. I feel like it would be more like kind of like a side squadron for the rebellion. And as they're coming across characters like Ahsoka and stuff like that, where it's gonna feel more like a side series for Rebels or something like that. It's no longer gonna feel like Bad Batch. And to a degree, because of the way and how fast it just jumped in this one episode.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but I'm kind of hoping it ends.
Yeah.
Because
I
don't want to see it go for so long to where it becomes a show where it's kind of where I'm just kind of shrugging it off.
Yeah. Yeah. I get that. Now, but see what this is with that, I respect that and I get it because you don't want it to drag on to where it's like the story could have concluded at a certain point. I totally get that. Now, the only thing with there only being 2 episodes left, and if they're like, yeah, there's not going to be another season, that's it. I don't see anyone except for Omega and potentially Hunter, coming out alive. You know what I mean? Like, if they're going to end it and they're like, that's it, then I feel like death is imminent for most of the group. You know what I mean? If it's going to be like, I feel like it's going to end on a heavy note for sure. If like that's the official end.
Actually, to just play on your words, and you said the word heavy, I feel like I could see Echo specifically pulling a heavy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because remember, he was in that base with Heavy. He escaped with Fives when Heavy sacrificed himself. He can look back to his old squad mate, I guess you can call it, from Domino Squad, and take something from him and sacrifice himself in order to allow for Rex and all them to get away, and add another mark for another brother that Rex had lost that was dear to him.
Yeah. Yep. I definitely can see it happening, man.
I could see that in so many ways. I can see Echo sacrificing himself on Camino all day. And I'm sorry, I am, as you know, Echo's my favorite guy.
Yeah.
But I can't see him coming out of the season. I can't.
Yeah. I get that, man. Xanatos, what about you? Are we getting a season 2? And if so, what do you think is going to happen? What are your predictions?
Well, it's funny because a lot of what I hope in season 2 is actually nothing to do with the Bad Batch.
Right.
Like, I mean, I do agree that it's going to become like a Rebels companion.
Yeah.
But I'm totally okay with that, really. Like, I want to see... I actually, now that it hasn't happened, I'm like, so wait, are we going to see Hera's mom bite the dust? Are we going to see, like...
Yeah.
Like, now I'm really curious. Like, are you going to show us pain, or are you just going to leave it like that?
Right. Are you going to show us pain or just tease us? Yeah. We want to go all the way in. Don't tease us. So I know Chris is like, yes, bring it. What about you, Chris? You have mentioned, and we talked about this a couple times during the stream, where Star Wars Lawyer was saying, if the show, the conclusion, either way, if it's like the full conclusion or just the conclusion for season 1, you think it's definitely going to take place on Camino. I definitely agree with that and can definitely see that happening. But what are your thoughts on season 2 and if we're getting one? What do you think?
So I think we are. I think there are too many loose threads to not do something else. So whether it's a season 2 of the Bad Batch or a season 2 in Spirit, I think we'll get it. About Echo being the last domino to fall, I think it's going to end like he's, you're saying like a Heavy. I can just imagine him having like a blaster in one hand and his other arm in like that droid socket, like just like locking doors down and just like going down.
That's exactly how I'm picturing him dying. That's exactly how I picture it. And for me, like, and like DadaLorian, because you already know, I'm trying to make the Echo cosplay for Bad Batch. For me, like, on how he goes down, that's like, for me, like, that's the reason why I'm wanting to do this, because Echo is so important in so many different ways. And it's funny because I still remember growing up, that all my friends who liked watching that, they all said Echo's not all that great of a character.
Yeah, and now look at him.
The second that season 7 dropped, everybody was like, "Dang, you were right about him." I was like,
"Yeah, man. You just gotta give it multiple years." Right, give it multiple years for the show to return. Someone says my predictions are Baby Yoda becomes a Jedi. Yeah, honestly, it's funny you mentioned that. I don't even know if he's. My predictions, I feel like it could go either way. I definitely could see him potentially becoming a Jedi, but then when I watched The Mandalorian season 2, it was almost that thing of like, I don't know if that's really what he wants. You know what I mean? Like, I know he has the capabilities and he's force sensitive. But, the whole premise of, like, Mandalorian Season 2 was, Din Djarin was trying to find Grogu's place and take him there so he could be with his people. But the whole time, his place was with, Din Djarin. And I think that was an interesting play on those two because they're a clan of two. So I don't know. I feel like he could potentially become a Jedi or he might not really want to. I don't know. That's just my own thoughts on that. But Mando stuff on a different day. So aside from that, I think that's pretty much all I have for recapping this episode. I think we all kind of agree, guys, here on TikTok. And again, I'm live on YouTube. Maybe I should make the banner like more visible so you guys know, like, oh yeah, he's live on YouTube. I put it in the title here, so some of y'all just don't read. Some of y'all don't read, man. I already told you. It's on here. I have a riddle for you. Oh, sweet. Bring it. But anyway, so you guys are more than welcome to always join in. If you have another browser open, you can come over and join in on the live on YouTube as well. But I think most of us agree that there probably will be a season 2. And if there isn't a season 2 of The Bad Batch, well, then you can for damn sure expect there's going to be an epic conclusion because all the pain and everything that's been teased, I feel like we're definitely going to feel all of that heat come these last 2 episodes. So whatever's going to happen, it should be crazy. Coming. Yeah, man. You heard his voice. You heard Chris's voice, man. May I use one of your videos in my Morphin montage? Oh, yeah, dude. Tyr Archimus. Of course, dude. You ain't even got to ask. Got you, dude. What goes up? Yeah.
Going off of what Xanatos was saying about Hera's mother.
Yeah.
I could honestly see Omega giving Hera a call.
Yeah.
In order to try to help bust Hunter out after they helped bust her parents out.
Yeah.
And then Hera's mother, as she's in there fighting, ends up falling alongside characters like Echo, trying to get everybody out that needs to get out.
Yeah. I can see that, man.
Absolutely. I feel like that would be a very heroic way for her mother to die because I don't know if they ever said how she died because if they did, I don't remember exactly how it was.
Yeah.
But I feel like that would be a very fitting way for her to go, would be her sneaking into the Empire.
Yeah.
Trying to save the few clones who could potentially overthrow them in due time, such as like on how Rex, he was a key point in Rebels on how they were able to defeat characters such as Thrawn.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that could also be how they, again, like what we were mentioning, like with Wolf, Wolf, Gregor, and all of them, that could be how it comes around is because of Hera's mother supporting.
Yeah. And there's bad blood between like Hera and her dad. Like, there's like friction in their relationship. So, one would have to wonder like, hey, what all happened? So
because,
again,
like,
and I think that goes back.
Yeah,
even Chris was saying like there's just too much small like plot holes to not do a little bit more exploring. I don't think that Bad Batch has to be this thing of like it's the next Clone Wars or Rebels to where we have 7 seasons. I don't think Bad Batch necessarily needs that, but I think at least maybe one more season because I feel I don't know. I just feel like we've spent time with these characters and we've explored so much up to this point that it still doesn't feel like it's been enough time to really give you to answer all the questions and thoroughly wrap things up. You know what I mean? Unless they pull a thing where it's like, hey, life will hit you abruptly, and again, like I said, they're the Suicide Squad of Star Wars, man. So it could be one of those like, oh my God, that, you know what I mean? Like that moment in Rebels when it took you off guard, like when Kanan died, it was like, yo, this is a kid show, but yo, like I felt that, you know what I mean? If they could pull one of those moments where it's like, yeah, this is going to be, the good guys are not winning today, and that could be the ending, So,
and because you said that just gave me a thought, and I would personally rather see like what Chris was talking about with Hunter versus the Bad Batch than this.
Yeah.
Believe me, that's saying a lot. I could honestly see them potentially killing off Hunter.
Yeah.
And whenever Omega finds Hunter's body, it would then it could cause Omega to go off the deep end.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I could see that, but then there's just so many little things that they've touched on, like teasing at Boba Fett, like the other bounty hunters. Like I know that they were there for the purpose of, Omega essentially, but just the fact of bringing certain characters in, it's like, okay, we still got to catch up on some of that, and wrap things up. You know what I mean? I'm rooting for a season 2. Rooting for a season 2, you guys.
But going off of that,
the
question is, if forgive me, I cannot remember his name, the prime minister, the one on who was on Camino.
Is it Lamasu, right?
Lamasu. Yeah.
Lamasu. The question is, if he did die, since they did not show him die, but let's say like theoretically he did die.
Yeah.
Would Cad Bane still care?
Not really. No, hell no. He just cares about his credits. He'll do anything.
Yeah. That's what my point is. If he died, then Cad Bane's then his whole line just got cut off.
Yeah. He may care a little bit. His Saiyan pride was snubbed.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that's more toward Fennec Shand instead of Omega.
Yeah, but he may use Omega as bait for Fennec Shand.
Interesting. Yeah. Either way, I still feel like with all of that, it's like, there's still other things that they still have yet to explore and wrap up. Not only with the Bad Batch characters, the Clone Force 99, but there's still all these other exterior things that have been touched on. That's like, hey, we still kind of want answers to some of those things. So I think a season 2 would definitely be vital. But other than that, you guys, TikTok, that's pretty much it for the stream today. Again, be sure, I will try my best to make like a better banner. I'm testing this out. So as long as you guys are cool with me going live on both platforms, as long as y'all are cool with it, I'm cool with it. But if you guys feel like it's too distracting at any point, just let me know. I can always just do lives only on TikTok, and just do my YouTube lives only on here because I want everyone to kind of get the best of both worlds. So, but I try my best to be as present on both, when I'm live and conversing with folks. So other than that, I'm going to go ahead and end here on TikTok. You guys have been great. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you later. I'll probably be going live later this evening. It's my daughter's birthday, so y'all be sure, comment on a few of my videos, wish her a big happy birthday, and I will be live later to come and hang out with you guys.
Happy birthday to her.
Yeah, thank you guys. She turns 2 today, so we're going to be celebrating big and happy.
You got a teenager.
Yeah, man. Temper tantrums, and her favorite word is no. Man, that's my life. That's my little Grogu. So anyway, guys, you have been great. And obviously, this group, just be aware, we got Star Wars Visions next month, August 25th. Mark that on your calendars because, we all have to recap the gallery. So we got that coming out for The Mandalorian. So I'm really excited for that. So August 25th, we'll be watching and, recapping for that. I got to look. What day is August 25th? It is.
That's a Wednesday. It's a week after my birthday.
Oh, snaps. When's your birthday?
August 18th.
Oh, okay. I gotta write that down so I don't forget. Lawyer.
Happy early
August. Because it's not on Facebook. So I won't get a reminder. So.
Yeah, Facebook tells you when everybody's birthday is. That's the only thing I really use it for nowadays.
Seriously.
Same.
So we got that on the August 18th, and then in September we have Star Wars Visions. So a lot to be talking about, and then obviously December we got the Book of Boba Fett. So our group, we'll always be here for all of that, man, and it's gonna be great. And then for those of you guys who I've reached out to about taking over my TikTok, I think it'll be this week that I'm sending out the full message to everyone to kind of give you more details on that. So I think it'll be like if you're for that entire week, just send me like 2 videos a day, kind of a thing.
Okay.
And I'll post them on the channel. So like hopefully y'all can do that, and that's not too much for you, and it could be like 2 videos that you've made for yourself too. That's fine. If you're like, yeah, I can just refilter these, that's totally fine too. As long as it's like Star Wars stuff. That'll be perfect. So, and then
y'all on the High Republic, man. I gotta get y'all on this wave,
bro. I have the most recent one.
Let's go.
I got all 4 of those hardcover.
Yeah, man. We may have to do a High Republic podcast. We may have to, not podcast, but stream. I may have to put something together. We'll see.
But I do have a question for everybody.
Yeah.
If only one clone dies, or like one of the Bad Batch dies, who do y'all think it's going to be?
Hunter.
Echo.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm also going to say, you already know I'm saying Echo, but I could see Hunter go. I really could. But
I feel like it would be the most unexpected because it's like, oh, he's the leader, They're not going to raise the stakes.
Actually, I would argue the most unexpected would be Omega.
Oh, yeah. Don't. Hey, no, there would be riots. Disney would shut down.
Disney would get a lot of backlash for that.
Yeah, man, you can't.
You remember like the Storm Area 51 people? It's going to be Storm Skywalker Ranch.
Yeah, right. Seriously,
George Lucas is going to be there and be so confused.
I'm like, what the hell is going on? Who are these people? So anyway, guys, that's pretty much it for today. You guys have been great. Xanatos, it's a pleasure, man. Always having you as well. And I don't know what the hell happened to Aaron and Nico. They're probably sleeping in. That's
I woke up and I just kind of like sprinted over to my computer like, oh, shit.
He's like, oh, shit, yeah. But I'm glad you made it when you did, man. It's always a pleasure hanging out with you. So much love. You guys take care, and I will see you for the next stream. Bye, guys.
Yeah,